morning. It is a beautiful 4:20 in the morning a.m. I had some yeast rolls that I had proofing in the fridge overnight to see if I can make them more yeasty flavored, but they weren't. And I'm kind of sad about that. Here's what I'm doing at 4 in the goddamn morning on Minecraft. So you remember how we made the pickaxe? I was like, well, you know what? What about we automate some resources with that pickaxe? So what I've decided to do, I'm also going to use some merid crushers to multiply those ores by 8. So you can imagine it's possible to break an iron ore, get 26 iron, and then use the merid crushers to multiply it by 8. Or 208 iron from 1 block. What was the numbers that I had yesterday? Let me pull up the sheets real quick. Yep, this one. What was our average then? We're looking at an average at 25 of 1304. So 13 times 8, 104. We'll get an average of 104 iron per block. I mean, this is still pretty good, right? Like I'll take 104 iron per block. It's not a big deal to me, right? So yeah. I'm gonna show you all how I'm filtering everything because it is kind of a mess. It is really messy. I'm trying to figure out a good way to do it. But I wanted to show you my little setup that I have here for occultism. It's nothing fancy, but someone suggested I try out this Eldritch Chalice. If you can rush for this thing, it is amazing. This Eldritch Chalice, if you do not know what it does, it makes your rituals instant. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you real quick. I made a bunch of I made all my binding books. I got merids bound to them. I am ready to go. Oh, I also have a ritual containment here. I'm using the ritual containment to contain the crushers, so that way they'll just be in the jars and I can pump in and out of them as I need to. And they're really fast, but still like not as fast as if you had been pumping to like a lot of machines or something. And that's why I'm making so many of them, just because I tried doing just 8 and just 8 was not enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop out a few of these. I'm just gonna go ahead and make all these. They will get into suck. Riveting gameplay. So yeah, I just had the hoppers push down the items that I needed into the individual sacrificial bowls. We are good. Don't mess up anything. Alrighty. So I have a little compactor machine that I'm currently working inside of that it would be cool to just do something inside of. I've never used these things before, so like, yeah, I'll try it. But here is what I have so far. Let me go over this with this was my first attempt at this. So what I'm doing is I have a bunch of stone. I have a pickaxe, Direwolf's Eclipse. We Have Soak Touch and Boon of the Earth. Soak Touch is going to keep our stone as stone whenever we break it, and Boon of the Earth is going to generate our ore. And what's really cool is that Boon of the Earth does not consume the block that it breaks. It generates an extra ore. I didn't know this. At first I was like trying to make a stone generator and stuff, and then I, tested it in action. I was like, I'm not losing stone. What? So I went back and looked at it, and sure enough, the ore will pop out along with the stone. So I had this little test area here first. I have my Boon of the Earth Soak Touch pickaxe, and then I have a couple of advanced block placers from Just Dire Things. I have a chest over here that catches all the stone, puts the stone back in here to feed it into the placers, and then this side here collects all the ore that generates. I'll turn it on and give you a little look at it. Oh, there I go with my Magnodon. Man, oh no. Then every once in a while, with Boon of the Earth, we're generating all these ores. They're getting sucked up into this dimensional chest and then fed over there to my breaking area. It's not bad. It's pretty cool. I like the aesthetic of it. That's fine. And I have this kind of sectioned out so that they don't build over the same area too much, but they do like a little bit just to kind of help each other build faster. And then the advanced block breaker, I have just a single block that it aims down and then it just drills, right? Whenever anything gets built in the middle. So that way, whenever it breaks stuff, it's breaking a whole 7x7. If you use the pickaxe and you set the area to be the whole cube, it'll mine like corners and stuff like that, and it gets a little, is also down to a speed 1 tick. So you can see everything is set to 1 tick and it's still not a crazy one. So I was like, this is okay. Let me try something else though. My next idea was to build a 7x7 of just the normal placers, have them tuned up to 1 speed, feed all of them stone. This is pretty much the same setup, right? I have a spot that collects stone, feeds it into here. I have 1 pickaxe that is set to break the stone. I guess I can pull one out and I'll show you the different things that I have on these tools. We've got hammer and we've got instant break. Guess it's not really anything fancy, but that helps it just pop it. Every time it mines it, it pops it. It'll help also whenever you're breaking the ore with your Fortune 25 pickaxe. Just kill all the Apotheosis bosses. I think that's the best way to farm it. I don't think there's any dimension that's better, and I've also mentioned that I have only gotten the pickaxe from the overworld. I'm not sure if it's dimension specific, but I will say keep playing normally, Be ready. You see it spawn, go find it, kill it, and hope that you get lucky, right? I think that is honestly the best thing you can do. If I'm wrong, happy to be corrected. Please let us know in the comments. So, I also went over the enchant, the gems, and all that kind of stuff, but I did not mention how to get the enchant onto something else, because I could get the fortune enchant off of the item. Alright, so I did try, and after I removed the enchant, put it on the library, and it does let you get another fortune. You are able to just pick it a bunch, pull it out of here, boom, you got one. So you finally get the book. The ways that I've tried to add the book, I've done industrial foregoing, enchantment applicator. I've tried just using an anvil. I've tried using an Eisnium anvil. I think that's it. I don't know what other things I might have missed, but I had many people suggest trying out the pressure chamber from PneumaticCraft, and so I threw up a little tiny one here. It's very simple to do. I have just an air compressor on here. I have a pressure tube going from the air compressor to the chamber valve. I do have a little safety valve on here so that it doesn't go boom boom. I don't think it really does anything bad, like your pipe will pop and it'll scare the crap out of you, but other than that, I have a hopper feeding into the input, just in case someone that hasn't ever messed with one of these and want to make the enchanted item. You have two chamber interfaces. You're going to place one facing into the chamber, then you're going to place the other one facing out the chamber. That way they'll work as an in-out. I have a hopper on here. I don't think you can feed items in or out by hand. You do have to use something to stick them in. See, I cannot place this in here. So I have a hopper going in, then I just have a pipe pulling out. Items that get finished will get put right here, and then the pipe will suck out of that slot into the chest. I have pressure going in there. I have coal in here. Everything's good. There's pressure in the chamber. If you look over it, Jade will tell you at the top. We will stick in our netherite pickaxe and our book. If there's enough pressure, it'll use a little bit of pressure to push items in. It'll do its craft, and then it'll push the items back out. Oh, it's already in there. It'll spit out your book first, then it'll return your pickaxe. Boom. There you go, fortune 15. If there is something outside of using the pressure chamber or anvils or the enchantment applicator, I do not know of them. If you find something, I am interested, please let me know. That is how you can move your fortune 15 onto something else. Thank you all who commented on the videos and gave suggestions or help or ideas. Alright, I'm gonna re-record some of this stuff because, well, let's just say I, for some reason, recorded with these things just grinding in the background, and I realized the whole video is just... That's me. Classic. Okay, so to kind of go over the things that I am going to have to re-record is, that's pretty much just this here. Let me unshrink. Boop. There we go. So we've got the 7x7 of simple block placers being fed stone. They place the stone. This one breaks it with Soak Touch and Boon of the Earth. It'll generate ores. I have it set to 11 ticks because anything lower was getting a little too crazy. I mean, this is going to make noise. I'm not going to do that. This pickaxe here is breaking it with Fortune 25. Whenever it gets placed over here, the collectors will collect everything. I'll turn this off. Yeah, see, no noise now. The ores that drop from Boon of the Earth get put into this dimensional chest. They get pumped over here. These will place them. I have priority set to this one here, and this is where the pickaxe is aiming at. The place where I'm breaking these 7x7s is right here. Direwolf has the hammer set to break at eye level for you while you're digging your tunnels. It's very convenient, very nice. So that's why I set the priority on this one here. Whenever stuff is getting pumped out, it should always try to put one here first. Should. If you are doing these as 7x7 with the Eclipse tools with the hammer on it, that's where you'll have to aim. If you're gonna be aiming from up and down, you do want to aim in the middle. Direwolf does have it set to go in the middle if you're going up or down. It's very nice, very, very well done. So if you're hitting the top or the bottom of a block, it'll break from the center. If you're hitting from the east, south, north, or west of a block, it'll break from the block that's right eye level to you in a 7x7. So very good. I think that's all I went over. Hopefully that's short, sweet, simple, because I've recorded way too much of me yapping for this video already. It's already bad. And then I do have a collector down here, an experience holder picking up the XP that breaks from the blocks up here. Then I come back and I slurp it up whenever I want it. Go. It's not too bad. So yeah, it breaks. You can make it fast. I think this is way, way, way faster than this thing is. You just have something fast enough to keep pumping the stone around it. So I did put glass around this because the Boon of the Earth has a habit of kind of like throwing it across the room over here to this side and getting all mixed up. So that's why I stuck glass around this side and not this here side. This stuff gets picked up and moved pretty much immediately because it's not happening as often, right? This one's just happening like every like 5 to 10 seconds, but this one's going off boom, 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 and it you saw earlier how it was all kind of get tossed up against the glass and then falling down right here. It throws it everywhere. It gets crazy. So I would suggest building a little wall here so that as things break, as the stone breaks, it doesn't get yeeted across the playing field. Remember, you want to set this one to allow and only pick up stone. This way it does not pick up the ore. You want to set this one in the same area to not stone. So it'll pick up everything else. Anything that is not a stone gets picked up and put over here into the other side. These items get broken, and this will pick up everything that's not stone. Also, just in case this somehow eats something through the glass. I'm not a scientist. I don't know much about these things. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I had that going on. So yeah, I used modern industrialization to pipe items into all of these. I have a higher priority here, and I'm using a filter matching storage contents. That way it pull in the gems and other things that I don't want them to crush. And I had those set in here first. This affects things that are getting piped in. The magnet sucks in whatever they drop. So they should drop ore, or you know, they will drop the crushed dust of the ore. It'll get sucked up with the magnet, and this filter stops the ore from going into the bottom of the chest here, in the bottom of the backpack. Blacklist mode enabled. Another thing that's really nice about these pipes is they have the pipe config card, and once you set one of them up, you can shift click on it, keep that setting, and then right click all the other ones. Really easy to run and paste a bunch of them. That's why I didn't mind doing all this. It is not too much work to get it going whenever you start doing larger scale things. But this seems to be working fine for right now. As fast as I would like, a little bit faster. Like I said, I did kind of let this sit here overnight. I'm gonna let it run a little bit, I think, so I can see what else I need to stop it from moving in here. Can they be crushed? Oh, we're probably gonna want to. I can scrap the rune. If I put it in here by hand, it'll start moving the rest of it because it has a higher priority on this little piece of pipe here, and it's part of the filter now with the match storage contents. So that's a nice easy way to kind of filter what's going in and out without having to do like make it like an item filter or make really big whitelist or backlists. I guess I can kind of go over different things that might be easy to configure if you don't want to work on getting the pipes. Because like these pipes aren't really powerful until you start getting the motors, and that gets kind of deep into modern industrialization. And if you don't know and you haven't touched it yet, modern industrialization is kind of a Greg Techie mod. It's kind of just as crazy as Greg Tech is. I'm sure everyone's heard about the forbidden Greg Tech. So if you haven't gotten this far, you know, you could use your pipes, use your modular routers. You can probably super factory manage or something pretty cool. Laser IO is probably really good. You can kind of follow the same concept, right? Like if you're able to set a priority on it, set this as your highest priority going into the backpack. Have this backpack filter with an advanced filter to match storage contents. You might could actually get away with a normal filter since we're doing match storage contents and not doing a tag system or anything. Yeah, it has match storage contents. This is all you're looking for. This is all you need. Match storage contents. Match storage content filter. You can use a big one or a little one. The big one's kind of just they're nice for whenever you start wanting to match or ignore NBT durabilities. You can match mods. You can match tags. What the advantage of the advantage filters and the advantage upgrades are most of the time. So yeah, you can get away with the little filter upgrade. Just make sure that you set it to match storage contents. Give it the highest priority, and then just link it all up with whatever piping system you want, and then it should put everything that you do not want them to touch in here first. Then everything they can touch cannot be put into here because it's filtered, and it'll get spread out amongst your creatures. They're going. You want to hear something cool? Actually, here, hold up. Let me unmute. I was messing. I don't know why I found this so amusing, but I did. I mean, this is already kind of, but it can get even crazier. Ooh. Have you ever stood under a tent or a tarp while it's raining? That's what that sounds like. All right. Okay. I went over it one more time. I think this is it. I have everything set up and ready to go. I flushed out the system one more time. Everything's empty. Everything's tidy. Look, I even look, I have less hair than I had this morning whenever I first started the video. You're gonna be able to watch this video in real time and watch my hair recede even further. That's how I keep messing things up. But the functionality here, it's gonna work this time. We're gonna do the timer, and I'm gonna wait for an hour. My nephew is already messaging me. He woke up bright and early. I've been playing Big Chad Guy's Cobblemon on the side with him. I'm probably gonna do a little YouTube series for fun with him. It's ready. Trust me. Trust me. All right, let's do it. Hey Google, set a timer for 58 minutes. And that's starting now. All right, I'll be back in an hour. I wanted to just show you all these things whenever I juice them up all the way. Oh, crazy they are. Like, my server's pooping itself right now. 1 hour. Boon of the Earth, soak touching. Then breaking it all down with the Fortune 25 pickaxe. This is the final look. The numbers. Okay, not bad. 56,000 copper, that's so wild. A lot of stuff. That's nice. So yeah, I guess pretty cool. I thought I would put something together. I thought I would put something together to I don't know, just kind of play around with it and maybe I think this is probably pretty easy to set up early, especially with you can use a simple block placer, a simple block breaker. You just need soak touch, Boon of the Earth, and then another pickaxe with fortune on it, right? You could do simple versions of these. And I have it all aiming at one block, just place break. I thought about showing off like a smaller version one, but I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm sure y'all understand the concept. You're all very smart individuals out there, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm gonna put this video together and I'll send it out there, YouTube. Big draft smooches to you all, and I'll see you later. Okay?